This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This your boy Black Magus, and at home, long day from work, and was like, yo, I missed some stuff from Gamescom, because today is technically the first official day of Gamescom, or the first unofficial day. You know how these conferences are. They always do a day of conferences, a day of press conferences, I should say, right before they open the show floor to the public or to the press, depending on what type of show it is. Gamescom, of course, is a public show, so anybody can go. So if you are in Europe at this time, somewhere near Cologne, Germany, hey, go check out Gamescom. Go see what's up on the show floor and try out some of these games. Anyway, so wasn't much that I was expecting out of this year's Gamescom, because there weren't that many press conferences to begin with. Microsoft and Sony weren't doing any. Ubisoft pretty much bowed out. Nintendo never does, and they held true to form. EA did theirs, and Blizzard did one. You also had Bungie do a stream, but it wasn't necessarily a press conference. It was just a scheduled reveal for some Rise of Iron details, which we'll get to in a minute. But other than that, that was it. Nobody really put anything out there, and I have to say, looking at these streams, having gone back and reviewed them, there's really not much to talk about first day. Blizzard being the shortest, they basically did a 30-minute stream where they talked a little bit about Heroes of the Storm, I think. They talked about the new expansion for World of Warcraft, Legion. Talked about the Bastion short that's coming to the day after the stream. That's basically it. They didn't really get it. Oh, they talked about the StarCraft remastered of the first StarCraft. You know, just really quick tidbits. There wasn't really much shown. Weren't really that detailed. You know, it was just a quick little, hey, what you up to? This, okay. Boom. Bungie's was the second shortest, but again, that was a planned reveal that they had spoke about before. They just happened to be in Cologne, Germany, doing it. They made some announcements that will make the Destiny community very, very happy. In particular, those who are into the competitive multiplayer. They are doing private matches. They will let you set the private matches to certain specifications. You can do from 1v1 to 6v6. You can represent your clan with your clan tag. It looks cool. And then they showed the new game mode, which was Supremacy, which basically is kill confirmed. Nothing we haven't seen in other games, but no, it looks cool. Had a little vignette where they talked briefly about having a new strike, a new raid, new campaign, things like that. It looks good. It'll be interesting to see what the quality of this is going to be, because this will be the first expansion or first piece of Destiny content that has been made exclusively for PS4 and Xbox One. They are not, I repeat, they are not any longer supporting the PS3 and the Xbox 360 as far as new content is concerned. They'll probably still work on the servers, patch what they need to patch, but no more new content for those platforms. They've finally made the shift to this generation as they gear up to make Destiny 2. But that was pretty much it. That's all you got from Bungie. They just showed some multiplayer play, discussed the private mode and all that. Basically, it was just their way of getting the community hype, because it's something that people who still play and enjoy Destiny would like more than anything. I'm not big into the private match thing, so I don't know how much that would do for me, but I am interested in the Strikes campaign and whatnot. But they're going to talk about more stuff as the week goes on. As pretty much with everybody, I think. Because, again, they're going to be on the floor. Press is going to probably be interviewing them. Things like that. So now, EA had a pretty damn long conference that was probably less interesting than the previous two, simply because they wasted a lot of time just talking about the same thing, and the conversations weren't natural. They seemed pretty generically forced, and that's saying something. It's one thing when you have something that seems forced or seems scripted, but when it's done in a generic way, it makes it even worse. And that's what they did. So they showed FIFA for like an hour, giving all these details on Ultimate Team and things like that. Like, good lord. It may not have been an hour, but it felt like an hour or 2 hours. I skipped so far ahead. The thing was half over. Then they discussed a little bit about NHL. Think they talked a little Madden. I'm not that sure. Probably didn't, because this is in Europe. But yeah, after that, they talked a little bit about Titanfall. They let us know that the 19th starts the first stress test, and then there's another stress test on the 26th. Basically, what they're doing is they're not calling it a beta, because they said that their intent is for us to break the game. They want to get as many people as possible on the game playing, to see how the servers will hold up and see what bugs they can find. So it's open. No one has to sign up. All you gotta do is on the 19th, download it, start it up, you're good to go. So on the 19th through the 21st and the 26th through the 28th, you'll be able to play the stress test. So keep a lookout on that if you're looking forward to Titanfall 2. Of course, they showed Battlefield 1. But before that, they talked a little about the Star Wars VR. That's supposed to be free for PlayStation 4 if you own Battlefront. So, yay. Yeah, and this is coming from somebody who's one of the few who actually enjoys Battlefront. Not sure if this is that big of a deal. But I mean, hey, if you're gonna get VR and you like Star Wars, you get to play as the X-Wing pilot. You'll be able to fly around in a Star Wars battle. Should be pretty cool. Then they talked about Battlefield. Still looks good. Open beta at the end of this month, by the way, for those who don't know. What is it? The 31st of August, I think they said. And of course, if you pre-order the game, you get it a little bit earlier, as per what the trailer they released the day before their conference said. That was pretty much it. I mean, they disappointed me, because I was sitting there like, Mass Effect. First of all, they didn't really do a press conference. They did it as if they were IGN doing a floor show, and then we're just bringing people in to talk to them as they walk by, like IGN would do. Yeah, very disappointing. So yeah, Gamescom, I think if we're going to get any significant news, it's going to come basically from the floor. So just got to look out for the floor interviews and see, because it was a dead year for the conferences. Very, very dead year for the conferences. Anyway, as always, you guys feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. Deuces.